So I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and they were just talking randomly, and then something led us to having another deeper insight into why is that most Nigerians, businessmen, entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, billionaires, capitalists, why do they not find it really comfortable to support big Nigerian political evolutions that will take us from being led by the worst of us to the best of us? Why are they always pitching tent with the worst of political class? And then I told him this story that was told to me by a lot of persons in a particular bank. There's a big Nigerian bank, very big, one of the biggest players in the banking sector. A couple of years ago, before now, they are used to recruiting contract staff, what we call casual staff, and they will engage them, pay them peanut to be doing banking jobs and within a particular spectrum. And when it's getting to, I think it's about 8 or 9 years. As I mentioned, some of you will know the banks already. Between eight, and this sample was done by a lot of persons that have worked in the bank. When it's getting to 8 or 9 years in the organization, they will lay you off. So that, because I think the banking rules or their own internal process means that on getting to a particular, whether it's in 90 or so, they are supposed to have made you a full-time staff, or you're going to be getting all the benefit. And remember that if you're not a full-time staff, there are salary threshold you cannot get to, there are benefits you cannot obtain, and there are several laws, several things, and all of that. So they will lay them off, and they are doing that. This is in case you have gotten to that 7th or 8th year, and you have not been laid up by the most frivolous of things, and you have done your bit, you have done well, they will finally look for a way to lay you off, recruit a new set of casual staff, and the circle continues continually. So one particular time, they laid off a huge number of staff. I think about several. I can't remember now. And I think those persons did not take it. They went to court, and by sheer luck, the judge ruled that the bank laying them off without any valuable reason, close to the time of being inducted as full-time staff, was in bad light, and the court told the bank to employ them automatically. So the bank did not like that. They did, of course, in obedience to the court ruling. But guess what? Instead of waiting till the 7th or 8th year to lay you off, now that bank now lays off at the 5th or 6th year. I had friends, I had family members that were part of the people that were going to be laid off at some point, and they walked away. And this I'm telling you, is a Nigerian bank that is here existing, one of the biggest banks, like I said, one of the biggest in the industry. And it's like that. This one I'm telling you because I had people that could talk to me. So a lot of other banks also have their own internal processes they use in doing all of this. So I asked this friend, if Nigeria was working, will all of these people, will these people be left, will Nigerians be left to the harsh business model of bad investors and entrepreneurs and stakeholders to messing up with people? As I got to the UK and I wanted to work in a particular sector, upon getting there, the next most important thing for me to do was to have joined a union. Until tomorrow, should I have any issue in my day-to-day activities with my organization, I have a right to introduce the union. The union is not seen as a third party. In fact, should the union be involved and I now feel like they are going to treat me in a very negative way, I can take the matter to court and my union will join me. All of this, so you see, a reasonable government would be all out fighting to protect it. Like I've made it very clear, my own very simple explanation. What the ozone layer is to the earth against the sun is what government is supposed to represent to the people against businesses and entrepreneurs. The goal of business, don't deceive yourself, is to make profit. But a reasonable government will protect its citizens and its people from harsh business model that will be aimed at making, humiliating, embarrassing, abusing, undignifying the people. So why do you think these investors, these business people, these entrepreneurs, these capitalists would not pursue any cause that will make the Nigerian people stand at a chance to be able to challenge their bad business models? Is because that is why they cannot support who you think they should support. They always stay with the people first. Even if they need to support, they need to have an agreement. They enter very inordinate agreement privately to protecting their investment. Because imagine if we have a country that is working, all of these things I've mentioned, they're in public understanding. There are no organizations. You have to go to court. I don't need to. Do you know how long these guys went to court? Do you know the process? I said it was Sherlock. It is 1 out of 1,000 times where they'll be able to benefit this. If a society wants to grow, we must be to look at for the government that will protect these people, even against the biggest investors, the biggest billionaires. Or you see all our billionaires, you see Ato Eze will defend. This one will say, where is Ato Eze? Who is Aliko Dangote supporting? Who is Jimovia supporting? Who is Tony Lumenu supporting? They support the people that will protect their investment, not the people, not the Nigerian people. And that's why they cannot for any reason support anything that will put them at a chance to put their businesses and their profit interests in jeopardy. Not be country with the another time, I beg.